As sellers, day in and day out, we deal with a lot of data, isn't it? Sometimes we may not realize that the data that we are dealing with has some errors. In today's video, I'm going to talk about one such tool which we use day in and day out without knowing that there could be certain errors. Alright guys, today I want to talk about our search query performance report. So this is one such tool which we all use day in and day out, isn't it? When you specifically look at your search query performance reports, there are four important sections that we all look at. The first one is your impression share, and then you have your click share, and then you have your add to cart share, and then you have your purchase share, isn't it? In the last week, I've learned something really important. I want to share it with you all. Let me explain this in detail with an example. Let's say if I have a parent listing, right? And underneath this parent listing, I have two variations, variation 1 and variation 2. Now, when a transaction happens over here, how will the numbers get recorded on your search query performance report is what we are going to understand it better. Assuming customer has searched for a particular keyword phrase or a search term, and then he discovered your product. Let's say he discovered variation A. Now he clicked on variation A and then he entered your product detail page. After entering the product detail page, customer realized that you also have one more variation, which is what he wanted. And then he proceeded forward and made a purchase of the second variation. Now remember what happened? Through a keyword search, customer has discovered your first variation, but he has purchased your second variation. Now when you go back to your search query performance reports, here is how the numbers will show up. On this particular search term, you have a click because somebody has typed in and then they discovered your variation 1 and they clicked it. So the click is attributed for that particular search term. However, the purchase that happened in this transaction is not attributed for this search term because the transaction did not happen on your variation 1, it happened on your variation 2. And the discovery happened through your variation 1. I hope you understood this clearly. Let me once again repeat what I said. Somebody searched for a search term, they discovered your first variation, and then they purchased your second variation. As per search query performance reports, on this particular search term, now you have a click. A click has been attributed, whereas the purchase is not attributed for the very fact that customer has not purchased your variation 1. Do you understand what I am saying? This is a massive gap, isn't it? As a sophisticated seller, you need to understand these nuances before defining your strategies. So I hope you learned something new from this video. If that is the case, I request you to subscribe to my channel and also share it with your friends. Have a nice day and goodbye.